Yo, what's going on guys? Sinister Skater here with the third video of the day, finishing our coverage on Operation Grand Heist in update 1.13. In this video we're going to go over the Blackout specific changes and the couple zombies changes that came with update 1.13 today. Again, like I said in my last video, if you guys haven't downloaded the update yet, it is 11 gigabytes on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, so you might want to start that if you guys have a little bit slower internet. And the update will be coming to PC later this week with this few PC specific patch notes. But with that said, let's get into these Blackout changes. First things first is we have a merit system rework with update 1.13. If you guys didn't hear, with Operation Grand Heist, Treyarch introduced prestiges and more echelon levels in Blackout, and they reworked the merit system to accommodate the new progression systems. The way they did this is by widening the merit scoring threshold, so they increased all merit scoring by a factor of 10. So kills will now grant 100 merits instead of 10 merits. Progression has also been scaled up by a factor of 10 to compensate that change, so you're not technically leveling up any faster. It's just now that there is a wider merit scoring, now that there is a wider spectrum for merit scoring, they are able to add a wide range of things that can award merits for different values. So, for example, there's a bunch of different merit values for a wide variety of final placements. There's new challenges to get merits and way more opportunities to earn merits than there was before, which is really, really nice to see. Before we get into the giant list of weapon tuning, we have to go over armor tuning. They reverted some of the armor changes from the last update. I think we're now at a happy middle ground between what we had before, like a couple months ago when armor was way too strong, and what we had as of last week when armor was way too weak. Level 1 and Level 2 armor damage mitigation has been nearly restored to their original values of the update before the last armor update. So level 1 has been increased to 25% mitigation, level 2 increased to 35% mitigation. Level 3 armor mitigation still remains the same, but they added the melee damage mitigation back. It now has 50% mitigation. In the last update, melee damage mitigation was completely removed from level 3 armor. Level 3 armor now takes 5 armor plates to fully repair again instead of 10, which was added in the last update. And with those changes, armor should feel like it's doing something now, but not a gunfight decided, which I think has been the goal of Treyarch all this time, so we'll have to see how that all plays out. We also had a few quality of life updates. You can now swap weapons and attach all compatible attachments on pickup with this new feature called Swap and Attach, which you just saw demoed on the screen right now. There's a new option to immediately equip health items on pickup, swap health and equipment with items on the ground if your inventory is full. They had some HUD and inventory UI improvements. One I liked is that ammo is now grayed out in stashes if you're at max capacity, so you don't have to fumble through and try to pick up ammo that you can't pick up in the first place. And 9mm and 45 cal ammo has been increased to 50 on pickup. I think it was like 30 before or something like that, which is nice because usually you ran out of ammo on those weapons a lot faster than other kinds of weapons. So that leaves us with the last thing to talk about Blackout, which is weapon tuning, and they did some stuff, guys. Let's go over buffs first. The following are all going to be buffs until I say that we're going to be going over the nerfs. So the Maddox had its idle sway reduced. The Vapor, they reduced the first and second shot recoil and also reduced its idle sway. The GKS got its idle sway reduced. The MX9 had improved ADS speed. The Auger has improved recenter speed, which pretty much means less visual recoil. And they also reduced the first shot recoil and improved aim down sight movement speed. So my Auger is not only getting buffed in multiplayer, but in Blackout. Hallelujah. The Swordfish has reduced recoil on the second, third, and fourth shot, which is when the thing really kicked up and made it hard to use at long range. They also improved its aim down sight movement speed. The SX has an increased fire rate and recenter speed. The Koshka has reduced idle sway. The SDM has improved recenter speed and radius to improve visual recoil. And the LMGs, all of them now deal double damage against vehicles and equipment. That's kind of their little niche in Blackout. Treyarch wanted to do something a little bit different with them to make them more appealing. The Hades had its idle sway reduced. They also reduced its hipfire spread and improved its visual recoil. The VKM had reduced recenter radius, and the Zweihander got its hipfire spread reduced and its recenter radius reduced. The frag grenades also do more damage. Moving on to nerfs, we'll start with what we just recently talked about in LMG. The Titan has improved visual recoil, and they also increased the flinch when you get hit while using the Titan. The Swat has increased idle sway and reduced damage, and they also increased the first and second shot recoil. The Spitfire has had its 6-hit kill range reduced. The SOG, they increased its sprint out time, they reduced its movement speed, they reduced the recenter speed, which pretty much gives it more visual recoil, which it doesn't need at all. The Daemon had its idle sway increased, and they reduced its 2-burst kill range. The Cordite had its hit fire spread reduced. They just like nerfed like every SMG except for the GKS pretty much. Treyarch thought they were too overpowered in Blackout. They also increased the burst delay for the ABR and gave it more visual recoil, but they also did improve its aim down sight movement speed, so a little give and take there. And the Outlaw also has more idle sway now and a slower aim down sight speed. Whew, so that is all the weapon changes in Blackout. That is all the patch notes for Blackout. Of course, they added new Ghost Town and new features and all that, which we went over in the Operation Grand Heist video. Link on the screen right now if you want to see that. But last but not least, we have some zombies changes. They added an additional tier skip in 1.13 for the daily callings if you complete those in zombies. So now there are 2 daily tier skips that you can do in zombies game mode, which is a little bit better because they don't have any way to progress through tiers other than that or play multiplayer Blackout. They also added signature weapon support for zombies, and there is a slew of stability bugs, fixes, and all that good stuff that we're not going to go over because the list is really, really long. There's a lot of different bug fixes. The length of the patch notes seemed close to when they did their first big zombie stability patch there when the game was like unplayable, which is pretty significant. So yeah. 1.13 is covered. Operation Grand Heist is covered. I can now play Black Ops 4 at it'll probably be 1 a.m. by the time I get these videos up and situated. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts on some of the balance changes that we had in Blackout. Did your favorite weapon get nerfed? Did your favorite weapon get buffed? Let me know down below in the comments. So that'll be it for this one. If you guys enjoyed, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification. You know the drill. Links down below in the description. 10% off Control Freaks and Anti-Dame Apparel. You also find my Amazon associate link down there if you want to help support the channel through shopping through that link as well. But that'll be it for this one. Again, my name's Skater. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace out.